Hi there, let's crack open another beer today and see what we think about it, shall we? I've picked this one up in my local Aldi. Calls itself Stateside IPA from the Buckhorn Brewery. Now there is no Buckhorn Brewery, it is made for Aldi, so I don't know who makes it for them. They've obviously just badged it up to make it look like it's an American craft beer. It's 5.5% ABV. It calls itself Stateside IPA. So it's obviously crafted itself to be an American IPA. So what do we expect from that if it's an American IPA? It depends. I mean, it's American or Stateside IPA is just a generic term. It could be. I'm expecting some floral aromas and flavours in there. I'm expecting it to be quite fruity. Yeah, I'm expecting some citrus in there, potentially some piney or resiny kind of flavours to come through in there. So they're kind of the main characteristics of the hops that I would expect to be in this can. They'll use a bit of malt, so potentially we might get a bit of biscuit, a bit of breadiness from that, but maybe a bit of a taste of the caramel. Is it going to be bitter? Don't know. I'm expecting plenty of hot flavours from that. Let's crack it open and see what we actually get. It costs 99p. So if it's decent or half decent, it should be an absolute bargain. Let's pour it. Okay, sounds like there's plenty of carbonation in there. A few bubbles in there still rising. Looks like it's slowing quite a lot, so might not give. It's a one finger frothy head. That head might not stay though because of the way the bubbles are rising. It is perfectly clear, and it is a pale straw colour. So far, I think on that, so good. Let's get the nose in there, see what it's like. Okay. It's milder than I thought it was going to be, if I'm being honest. But definitely getting citrusy notes, tropical fruits. So what I'm getting from that, maybe call it a bit grassy as well, which is probably just the hops coming through and not particularly malty. The strongest aromas in there. Most definitely some sort of citrus in there. And perhaps right at the back, you're getting maybe a bit of the biscuit or bready notes coming through from malt. But it's quite mild actually. It's milder than I thought it was going to be because it calls itself craft ale. I thought it was going to be just a little bit more pungent than it is. But it's ultra clear. It's uber clear. So perhaps that's just filtered out some of the aromas. Hopefully not some of the taste. Let's dive in, see what it's like. Okay. It's not too bad. It is very citrusy. I'm getting grapefruit in there. A lot of grapefruit and maybe a little bit of zing, like a little bit of lemon as well. Lemon or lime in there as well. And there is a little bit of, I can feel it now, just a bit of pininess just on top of the palate. There's a bit of resinous, bit of pininess on from that as well. So it has got the taste profile I was probably expecting from an American IPA. Yeah, there's not, to be fair, there's not too much more to be said about it. It is 99p. For 99p, that's actually a quite nice IPA. So in that mouth you are getting, it is sweet, it's tangy from the grapefruit, definitely got grapefruit in there, and probably something like a profile similar to sort of a lime or a lemon, which just gives it a little bit extra sharpness. There's a bit of spicy pepperness in there as well, which isn't too bad. It's very, very nice. And the more you take of it, it becomes a little bit more bitter in the mouth. Do you know what? For 99p, that ain't half bad. That's quite a good value American IPA. I've had a lot better, but it's cost a lot more. I've paid more and had worse than that. So actually, Aldi, that's not bad. You done well there. So on the aroma side, mild, mild aromas, but you're definitely getting the citrus through, and a bit of the malty breadiness, biscuity off the back end. Sweet, sharp, tangy, very well balanced with the sweet and the bitterness. That's actually quite nice. Yeah, sweet, tangy, peppery. That's a good value IPA. Congratulations, Aldi. Score wise, do you know what? For the price as well, I'd probably give that a 7.5, 8 out of 10. It's actually quite nice, quite pleasant. Good drink. Cheers, everybody.